This quick 30-minute video is focused on the feel-good flow. So let's get started lying on our backs. We're going to start with little core engagement. So as we come down, hug your knees into your chest, kind of drawing your tailbone down towards your heels, lengthening the spine, rocking side to side, just gently massaging the lower back. And then letting yourself land in center, bringing your knees over your hips, shins parallel to the ground, arms down by your side, relax your shoulders and your jaw. You're gonna try to seal the small of your back so you can't slide your fingers underneath here. And right here, you should already start to feel a little bit of core engagement. Okay, we're gonna get a little movement going here. So taking a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, keep the 90-degree angle and touch your toes to the ground. Inhale back up, exhale lower. Good, keep moving here with your breath, making sure that we're finding that strong breath to movement connection as we start to fire up the core, the transverse abdominals, which are the shallow muscles here in the front of the abs, kind of what you get that six-pack abs look from. Make sure that when you pull your knees back in towards your chest, that you're not coming too far in like this, as this then releases the strength that we're working on in this small move. Take about 4 more. So let's go 4 and down and 3. Keep the shoulders relaxed, it's hard. And 2 and 1. Good. Bring the knees back up. Try to keep that strong connection. Bring the hands behind the head. Lift the head and shoulders. Good. From here, keep the elbows going wide and then take an inhale. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale through center. Keep the head and shoulders lifted. Exhale, twist over to the right. Good. So keep moving here, making sure to keep the knees right over the hips. Good. So now we're getting a little bit into the side abs here and the obliques. Feeling the nice heat in the core. Good. Keep moving. You can either point or flex the toes, whichever feels best for you. Maybe stretching out the tops of the feet, giving the body something else to think about as we have the core nice and engaged. Let's go 4 and 4, 3 and 3. Make sure to keep the elbows wide. 2 and 2. Last 1. And 1. All right, coming back through center. Inhale as you lay the head and shoulders down and drop the toes to the ground. And then exhale as you squeeze the elbows to the knees. Good, so combining those 2 moves. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze together. Good. Keep moving here. If you need to take a break, feel free. Make sure not to compromise your form, as that will put you at a higher risk for injury. So make sure that you are staying strong in each of these moves. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lay the head and shoulders back down. Hug the knees into the chest here. And then extend the legs out long, arms up overhead, really stretching out the whole front body. Maybe taking a big arch underneath your back. Maybe wiggling out the hips can feel nice. Just stretching out the whole abdominals after we just crunch it up there. Good. Then hug the knees back into the chest. We're going to roll over to the right side, taking a little spinal twist here. So looking over the left shoulder, trying to keep the back of the left shoulder blade sealed to the mat. Take 3 breaths. Getting into the lower back. Nice big spinal twist. Good, ring out. Last one. Good, hugging the knees back through center and then letting them fall over to the left. As you look over the right, trying to keep the back right shoulder blade sealed, maybe wiggling around in the hips. Just checking in with how the hips and the spine is feeling. 3 breaths. A little moment to reconnect, slow down the breath. Good. Then bring the knees back through center, grab underneath the knee pits, rock up and back a couple times, just massaging the whole spine. And then you're gonna roll all the way up to a seat, roll over and come into tabletop. I'm gonna flip around here for a moment. We'll take 3 rounds of cat-cow, just again continuing to warm up the spine. So when we're ready, drop the belly, lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, press firmly into the hands as you round the back like a cat. Good. 2 more. Finding the length of the breath. Good. Coming back through neutral. Make sure not to dump your abs out. We're going to keep them nice and tight here. We're going to get a little bit more movement and warm up for the arms. So inhale, extend your right leg back long behind you. And then on your exhale, you're gonna round the back like a cat, bring the knee to the nose. Good. Inhale, extend. And then on this exhale, you're gonna shift forward and then come down into a chaturanga. Make sure that your elbows don't go farther down past shoulders past your elbows. Come up and hold here, firing up the triceps. Good. And then push back up. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale as you extend, just getting this combo move. Exhale, chaturanga. Just 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale, nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, chaturanga. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, set the right knee down. Take 1 round of cat-cow in the middle here. Inhale. Exhale, pressing round. And then coming back through neutral. Good. Left side. Extend the left leg out long. Make sure not to open up the hip. Keep the left hip underneath. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, chaturanga. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, chaturanga. Good. Last one. Stay strong. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee back down. Good. Taking another spinal twist here. Inhale, bring the right hand up to the ceiling. Place your hand on your sacrum back behind you and roll the right shoulder back. Good. Making sure that your hips are square and that you're really feeling this opening of the chest. And then bring your arm up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, bring that right hand underneath the left, coming down for threading the needle. Keep your left hand on the ground next to your face. Press your left hand firmly into the ground. And you should feel a deeper opening or a deeper twist here. Let's take 3 breaths. Just opening the shoulders. Wringing out the spine. Good. Press into the left hand as you lift the right hand back up, counter stretch. And then exhale, set it down. Good. Same thing, other side. Inhale, lift the left arm high. Pause here for a moment. Bring your hand to your sacrum. Roll the left shoulder back. Stay engaged through the core. Try not to dump. Good. And then bring your left hand back up to the ceiling, feeling the spreading of the collarbones. And then bringing the left hand underneath the right. Keep the right hand as is next to the face. Press into it so you're getting a little bit deeper of a spinal twist here, and stay for 3 breaths. Last one. Good. Press back into the right hand. Lift the left hand high. Counter stretch. And then set it down. Walk your hands out long in front of you. And keep your hips high. Drop your chin and your chest down to the ground. Maybe forehead, whatever feels best. And here in puppy pose. Good. Flexing through the spine. 3 breaths. Kind of sink the chest, feeling a stretch through the upper few vertebrae. Good. Then from here, bring the big toes to touch and step the knees out a little bit wider, and then sit back on your heels for a traditional Balasana child's pose. Bring your hands together and then lift your hands to the back of your head, to the back of your neck, And then here we'll hold for 3 breaths, stretching out the triceps here. Good. Last big breath. Lower the hands back down to the ground. Lift the hips off the heels, moving through tabletop again. Tuck the toes underneath. Lift the hips up and back for your first down dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet. Again, taking about 3 to 5 breaths here, depending on the pace of your breath. Last breath. All right. From here, step your feet to about hip distance. Lift up your toes, spread them wide, and really grip them into the mat. Make sure that that helps lift through your inner arches. Make sure that your legs are engaged by lifting your kneecaps, engaging your quads. Belly is drawn in and up as well, keeping the core engaged. And then your elbow creases are spinning forward, almost like you're holding a block in between your elbows here. And that helps widen through the back shoulder blades by externally rotating your shoulders kind of in towards each other. Good, so feeling that alignment, feeling the strong pressure in the hands as well. Inhale, and take an open mouth release. All right, moving on to the legs now. You're gonna inhale as you lift the right leg high. Roll the ankle around 3 times in one direction, stretching out the foot and the ankle, and then 3 times in the other direction. Good. And then inhale, lift the toes a little higher, stretching through the back left hamstring, and then on your exhale, dropping your right heel to your, over to your side. Good, opening the hip. Look underneath your right armpit. Good, big breath in. Full release. Good, inhale, square the hip and the leg back off. And then exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow. Stay high, getting a little more core action. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee to the left elbow, cross the body. Inhale, straighten the leg. This time, exhale, knee to your nose, step the foot through. Good. Get light on the fingers as you use your core to lift the chest off of the right leg. And then float the arms up overhead. Good. Keep pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. Sink a little deeper into that front leg. Inhale as you lift the chest up. Good. And then exhale, swing the hands back behind you. coming into a hover lunge. Good, just 4 more. Inhale, lift the chest, getting into our legs here. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Keeping the core engaged the whole time. Exhale, hover. Good. 2 more. Staying high on the back left toes. Energy drawing up and forward. Last one. Good. Inhale, lift. And then on your exhale, twist over to your right, bringing your right hand back behind to your left hamstring and your left hand to the outside of your right knee. And then try to press your right knee over to the right and your left leg over to the left. So you're feeling a widening. This will help deepen your twist. Big breath. Good. Inhale, come back up through center. And then on your exhale, you're gonna spin the back heel down, moving into your warrior 2. Good, roll the shoulders back. Press the hands into an invisible table beneath you. Sink a little deeper into that front leg, definitely feeling the burn. Good. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the right hand taking reverse warrior, reverse triangle, excuse me. And then on your exhale here, hinging forward, maybe stepping the back foot in, reaching and taking extended triangle. So right hand down to the floor, left hand to the ceiling. Good, maybe looking up, taking a big breath. And open mouth, release. Definitely feeling the heat. And then taking reverse revolved triangle or extended triangle. Left hand to the ground, right hand to the ceiling. Keep pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. Just 1 breath here and a full release. Good. Then bring the right hand back down to the ground. Then you're gonna bounce off that left foot, coming into your standing splits, but trying to prioritize keeping the hips square. Good. So maybe taking that left hand and placing it on your sacrum to make sure that your hip is not opening like this. We want to keep the hip square and rather than lifting the foot higher. Good. So then drag the crown of the head down to the ground. Big breath in. All right, getting a little more movement here. So you're gonna inhale, and on your exhale, bend the left knee, bring it to the back of the right knee and take a nice low squat. This is called a Shiva squat. Inhale, lift the leg back up. Exhale, Shiva squat. Good. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Inhale, lift the leg back up. This time, exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rounding the back like a cat. Get light on your hands, and then come to rise in Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So this is extended, prep for extended hand to foot. Take a big breath and release. And then straighten the leg, point the toes. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Reach back behind you. Good. And this is the full expression of the pose. Revolved Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. 1 hand to foot pose. Good. Last breath. Good. Then taking the left foot and bending it over the right. Sitting back for your figure 4, opening up this left hip. Maybe bringing your hands to the knee and the foot or to heart center. Good. Big breath in and release. Then planting the hands down on the ground. You can go for a flying pigeon here. So I'll show you from the front way. You're gonna plant your hands down on the ground, and then your left foot is gonna reach around your right shoulder and really grip your toes on the right shoulder here. Step your right foot back, and then round the back like you do in cat pose to engage the core. Set the left knee on the left knee on the left shoulder. So you're kind of holding yourself in here with your shin and your foot, and then lean forward and try to lift that right toe back up off the ground. And I'll show you from this angle as well here. Good, so then you just lean forward, lift the back toes up, and then if you can lift the right toes up as well, and step back, either moving through a vinyasa or straight back to down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Good, just intuitively moving with what your body needs. Good. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the left toes high. Roll the ankle around 3 times in one direction, and then 3 times in the other direction. And then inhale, lift the toes a little higher, and then draw your heel to your bum, opening up the left hip. Look underneath the left armpit. Big breath in, and release. Inhale, square the hip back off. And then exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow, keeping the core engaged. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to your nose again. Step the foot through. Get light on the hands. And then lift the arms up overhead, finding that long line of energy through the spine. Good. And then inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, swing the hands back, keeping the core engaged. Left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, lift. High lunge. And then exhale, floating forward. Definitely feeling some heat here. We have 3 more. Good. Last 2. Stay strong. Last one. Good. Then inhale, lift back up. And then on your exhale, taking that same twist here. So left hand to the back of the right hamstring, right hand to the outside of the right knee, and then try to open up through the pelvis and the hips. Good. Getting a little deeper into the twist. Keep spreading through the collarbones. Last big breath. Good. Inhale, lift the arms back up. And then exhale, moving into your warrior 2. Good. So back heel is spun down, about parallel to the back of the mat. Roll the shoulders back, press into the hands, and firming up the triceps. Big breath here. Then straighten that front leg. Bring the right hand back behind, taking that revolved triangle here, really feeling the space through the left side body. Big breath. Good. Then reaching the arms back out, maybe heel toeing the back foot in, and then reach forward, moving into your extended triangle. Right hand to the ceiling, left hand can either be on a block, but again, try to feel the expansiveness of this pose in all directions, length and width. Good. Last breath. Take your right hand down to the ground. Good. Taking that revolved extended triangle, left hand up to the ceiling. Pull the left hip back and the right hip forward, and keep thinking length in the spine. Last breath. Stay firm through the legs. Plant the left hand down to the ground and hop off the back foot, coming into your standing splits, keeping your hips nice and square. Maybe walking your hands out for a little more support, or taking one hand to the back of the calf for a little more balance challenge, wherever you're at today. Big breath. Good, now moving into those Shiva squats. Take an inhale here first. Exhale, right knee to the back of the left knee, bend deep, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale, up, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Shiva was one of the Hindu gods who was known for his dancing. So this is a nice dancing Shiva move here. Inhale, extend the leg back up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round the back like a cat. Get light in the hands. Rise to standing. I'll come this way. Good, so we have the right leg extended, arms up, right knee bent. Take a big breath. And then extend the right leg, pointing the toes, firming up the quad. Breath in and out. Good, now taking that twist, left hand grabs the right foot, reaching back. Finding your balance. Good, taking a breath. And release. Good, then bending into your figure 4 here. Good, opening up that right hip. Hope you're feeling as warm and sweaty as I am here, Karen. Last breath. Good, then taking those flying pigeon preps. So toes wrap around the left shoulder, right knee almost in the right armpit, stepping the left foot back, and then really rounding the back like a cat. Press into the pads of the fingertips, so there you can use them like emergency brakes so you don't go over. Lift into your flying pigeon, maybe extending back, and then moving either through a vinyasa or straight back to down dog. Pedaling out the hips here. Take 3 breaths. Open mouth release. Getting rid of some of that heat that we built. Using our body as a natural, or our breath as a natural coolant for the body. Good. And then from here, shift forward into a plank pose. Think length in the spine. We're gonna lower down for a 4 count to come all the way down to the belly. Keeping the elbows hugged in. We go down for 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands as they are. Lift the chest for a little cobra, and then exhale, lower. Let's just do 2 more like that, getting a little higher. Exhale, lower. Good, last one. And then exhale, lower the chest. Pushing back through tabletop, sitting back in child's pose. Maybe bringing your hands back down to your heels. Taking 3 cooling breaths here in child's pose. And whenever you feel ready, either staying here in child's pose for rest or sitting up onto your heels in Virasana, where you can always use a blanket or a pillow to sit on. We're gonna end with just a brief little guided meditation. So finding a comfortable seat, or you can always lay down on your mat as well in Shavasana. Just want to give the mind and the body a moment to reconnect after we heat it up. Good. The purpose of us practicing asana, which are physical movements, is to prepare the body to sit more comfortably in meditation. So allowing ourselves that time right now. A couple more big deep breaths. Just feeling the connection between the mind and the body. Bringing the hands together at heart center. feeling the connection, maybe feeling your heartbeat beneath your thumb knuckles. Bringing your thumb knuckles to your third eye. Bowing forward in gratitude for yourself and from myself. Thank you very much for joining me here today, Karen. Namaste.